want to find the integral of x squared times e to the negative 1 half x squared. For the function x squared times e to the negative 1 half x squared, this is what the graph looks like. And so we can see that the graph is symmetric about the line y equal to 0. And since this function x squared times e to the negative 1 half x squared is symmetric about the line y equal to 0, this integral from negative infinity to positive infinity, we can write it as 2 times the integral from 0 to infinity. And so from 0 to infinity is from here to here, which will give us the area, this area in between the graph and the x-axis, and then double it, then we get this whole area, right? Then we get the entire area. So the integral from negative infinity to positive infinity will be 2 times the integral from 0 to infinity, and then the x squared, we can write it as x, and then times x dx. And now let t be 1 half x squared. So 2t, multiply both sides by 2. 2t is equal to x squared. X, now take the square root of both sides. X is the square root of 2t. And so dx dt will be 1 half times 2x, which is x. And so we have dt is equal to x dx. And so this integral x is the square root of 2t. This will become e to the negative t, because this is 1 half x squared is t. X dx is dt. T is equal to 1 half x squared, so when x is 0, t is 0. When x approaches infinity, t also approaches infinity. And so now this, we can write this as the square root of 2 times the square root of t. And the square root of t is 1 half. And so we get 2 times the square root of 2, and then t to the 1 half. One half is the same as 3 halves minus 1. 3 halves minus 1 is the same as 1 half. This part right here, this integral, this is the gamma function. With k equal to 3 halves. So this integral right here, this is the gamma of 3 halves. Recall that the gamma function, gamma of k, is defined as this integral right here. So when k is 3 halves, right here, and for the gamma function, we have gamma of a plus 1 is equal to a times gamma of a. So gamma of 3 halves, we can write this as 1 half plus 1, so 8 is 1/2. So gamma 1/2 plus 1 will be 1/2 times gamma 1/2. In an earlier video, we have shown that gamma 1/2 is the square root of pi. So again, in an earlier video, we have shown that gamma 1/2 is the square root of pi. And so see the description section of this video link. And therefore gamma 3/2 will be 1/2 times the square root of pi, which is the square root of pi over 2. And now back to the problem. And so this integral is gamma 3/2, which is the square root of pi over 2. 2 divided by 2 will be 1. So we have the square root of 2 times the square root of pi, which is the square root of 2 pi. And so in summary, the integral from negative infinity to positive infinity with the function x squared times e to the negative 1/2 x squared is equal to the square root of 2 pi.